There are thousands of AI tools on the marketplace right now, all fighting for your attention, and most of them are not worth your time. But there are a few that are pretty incredible. I personally use 6 every single day. Each one excels in specific areas, so I'm going to break down the ones that I use every day, as well as a few others that help solve specific problems. When utilized correctly, this will save you dozens of hours every week and even revolutionize how you work. Let's jump in. The first tool that I use daily is WhisperFlow. Not only does WhisperFlow transcribe your voice with perfect grammar, but if you make a lot of mistakes, you fumble your words, you say a lot of uhs, ams, it will only output what you were trying to say originally. Let me show you. So, what are some ways that I can type faster without having to use my keyboard? And look at that. It did keep the so, but it did remove the ums, and without having, I said that a couple times, it put it in as once with perfect grammar. This is seriously one of my favorite tools because I talk a lot faster than I type, and I'm sure you do too, so give it a try. It is completely free. The second tool that I use the most is ChatGPT, but I don't use it on my computer. I actually use it here on my phone. I use this app for a lot of things, but lately I've been using it mostly for helping me track my nutrition. I've been trying to burn body fat, so to help me count my calories, I basically ask ChatGPT with the mic what the calories are in every single meal just to make sure that I'm hitting my certain account. But you could also do this to come up with meal plans. You could do this to make sure that you're hitting the right calorie deficit for the day. And you don't have to use it for weight loss. You can use it for a lot of things, but that's just what I've been using it for a lot recently. Let me show you. All right, I have ChatGPT open up on my mobile here, and I just hit the microphone here. I just ate 2 burgers from Burger King. They were both Whoppers with no onion. How many calories did I just consume? Also, what was the protein and the total fat count? And look at that. Burger King, 650 calories each, 28 grams of protein, 37 grams of fat for each. So 2 Whoppers is 1,300 calories, 56 grams of protein, and 74 grams of fat. Side note, I'm not eating at Burger King, but that was just a quick example. You could also take pictures of food, and it'll give you a rough estimate, but if you are more specific on the place, the location, the actual food, it will actually go through the web and search for their own nutritional guidelines. That way it can give you a more accurate answer. And sure, there's a lot of weight loss apps out there that you can use to just take pictures, but usually those require a subscription fee, and this is completely free. But when I'm not using ChatGPT on my phone, I often do still use it on my computer. Specifically, I use it for tasks that have a lot of moving parts or that's a lot more complex. ChatGPT will go to the web and search for accurate information, and since it has a lot shorter context window, it tends to hallucinate a lot less compared to the other chatbots out there like Gemini, Claude, etc. If you're working on a project where if one thing breaks, the whole thing breaks, definitely start with GPT. Next is for you to hit that subscribe button, because I'm an AI creator, but I'm not an AI avatar. I'm not trying to create AI slop. My goal is to help you be informed on different tools that you can use to help make your life better. And if that's interesting or helpful to you, stick around. But for real this time. Next is Gemini. A lot of people don't know the difference between Gemini and GPT. Where Gemini shines the brightest is its ability to process massive amounts of mixed media. I'm talking MP3, MP4, large text, and even images. An example of how I was using it the other day, I used to write my own SOPs by hand, standard operating procedures. And what you can do to make this so much easier is just create a quick Loom video of you doing a specific task. Make sure you say out loud what you're doing in every single step, and then you can drag that Loom over to Gemini and have it create a step-by-step SOP for you. This gives you perfect formatting, makes it easier to summarize, and honestly, when it comes to the other chatbots, they can't handle large files of MP3 or MP4s, whereas Gemini can handle very large files, or even multiple files. Fourth on my list is Claude. A lot of people have been sleeping on Claude lately, but these last few months, they've done some insane updates, making the competition irrelevant in some cases. They honestly have too many tools for me to go over with you in this video, plus I don't use most of them. But compared to the other models, if you're looking for the highest quality output your first try, your first shot, Claude will simply make your first attempt closest to the end goal. Claude has 2 main uses that just make it significantly better than its AI competitors. The first is Claude Code. Basically, a personal developer in your pocket. We're going to talk more about that later. But in terms of its chatbot, it creates copy that actually sounds human. with way fewer revisions needed. If you write a lot of emails, if you create content yourself, if you post on social media, you can share a lot of what your voice sounds like to Claude, and when it has enough information, enough context, it will start to write information back to you that sounds just like you using your voice. It's pretty incredible. Kind of scary at sometimes. Don't let that stop you from using AI, but what you should stop doing, or at least stop doing less of, is Google search. Because with Perplexity, that is the new AI-powered search engine. Perplexity functions as an AI-powered search engine, or rather, answer engine. It focuses on real-time research, accuracy, and citation, making sure that it gives you not only the information, but the fact checks, all the resources that it came up with to come to this conclusion that it's presenting you right here. Not only is it giving you thorough research, but it's also giving you the resources so you can go and fact check it yourself. Perplexity searches the web live with every query instead of relying on pre-trained information. Its superpower, finding accurate information fast. While other chatbots are built for reasoning, Perplexity is built for finding updated information very quick. But if we're talking something news related or something that's happening in real time, that's when I head over to Grok. Grok is trained on XAI, formerly known as Twitter. This is the best option for analyzing breaking news and events in real time. On the plus side, you don't actually have to get on X and start doom scrolling past way too much nonsense to get what you're looking for. But how do I actually use these tools every day? I start with ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity for ideation, research, accuracy, and outline. I check with Grok to make sure that I'm not missing any trending or real-time updates. And then I head over to Claude for some final touch-ups. But I'm curious, what AI tools do you use? What systems do you follow on a day-to-day basis? I'd love to hear your input. Comment down below. Most of the tools that I use on a day-to-day basis are focused on research and development, but there are a few that run automations in the background, like N8N. I currently use N8N to automate scraping competitors, coming up with new ideas, and creating short-form content daily, without me having to physically create anything. I use ElevenLabs to replicate my voice, which ElevenLabs blows the competition out of the water. When it comes to cloning your own voice, there is no better option than ElevenLabs, but you don't have to use your own voice. They have AI avatars or AI clone voices that you can use of other people instead of having to use your own. You can create a whole fake person, a fake persona, and use ElevenLabs as their voice. As for my AI avatar, or virtual version of me, I use Replicate. There are better quality tools, but it gets expensive really fast, especially when this automation is running and creating content every day, multiple times a day. Once all those automations are complete, they get linked in to my Airtable. Think of this as an AI-powered application that connects all my workflows in one space. This lets me integrate full tech stacks while still being efficient, utilizing a lot of moving parts all at once. Like I said at the beginning, there are thousands of AI tools that you can jump in and try, but some of my favorite creative tools I don't use daily, but they're still worth mentioning. One that I'd like to have a lot of fun with is Suno. Suno allows you to make your own AI music, either from complete scratch, or if you do make music, or if you just want to make your own voice sound more enhanced, Suno will make your voice sound like a professional artist, or like you have a whole band behind you. When it comes to visuals, NanoBanana is the best image generator on the market. Hands down. Create images from scratch, or if you take a screenshot of me, you could remove the background, you can remove me completely, so that way there's just an empty room. There's so much you can do with NanoBanana. You can try NanoBanana for free using Gemini, but you will get a watermark at the bottom of your picture. Instead, what I would do is I would actually jump over to HiggsField. Think of HiggsField as a hub for all the image generators and video generators all in one spot. Inside, you have access not only to NanoBanana, but NanoBanana 2, NanoBanana Pro, Seedream, GPT Image, Flux, and many more. But my favorite use case is actually over on the video tab. HiggsField allows you to use a plethora of different video generator models. Models like Kling, Sora 2, VO3, Cdance, and many, many more. The only problem is how much fun you're gonna have, and you are gonna run out of tokens relatively quickly. So just make sure that you are very precise on what you're trying to create when it comes to video content. When it comes to image generation using NanoBanana on HiggsField, you can make a ton before you run out of tokens. But last, the tool that I have really been loving lately is Claude Code. See, I used to use funnel builders or WordPress with a few plugins, but now you can create entire websites and landing pages with just a few simple prompts. In order to get access to Claude Code, you will need a Pro or Max account, but once you have that set up, connect it to Visual Studios and boom, you are ready to start building. Just tell Claude exactly what you want and it will start building it for you right away. If you want to watch me build 3 websites in 11 minutes, check out this video right here. Quick side note, you will get much better results the more specific you are, especially if you build examples in Figma.